Don't treat me bad.
I heard that in a while.
You should hear it all the time because it's so great.
Yeah?
What's up, dude?
Nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
Oh, God, my fucking phone is already fucking with me. Hold on.
It happens.
Is that better or worse?
Where's the dog? Where's my notebook?
Where's my, What is the line? See, this is worse.
Huh?
I'm going... Oh, God, relax about the dog. You're not here to watch. This is not Dogicide. It's Nerdicide.
It could be.
We don't have enough dog.
But I don't have my dog yet, so. I don't have my dog yet either. I mean, you got yours, but I don't have mine yet.
I don't understand, like, why this... Can you see me?
Yes.
Motherfuck, my phone is, like, so whack. I
Can you hear
connect
me?
to the wireless, it sucks. I connect to the... I can hear you, I just can't see you.
Weird. What the?
What about now?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, it's... On my end, you're black. Just a black screen.
I'm just black square on your end.
Yeah. Cool, great start. I restarted my phone today. It should be fine.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love this fantastic free service. Hey, you're there for a sec and you froze. I don't know what's worse. Okay, you're kind of... Okay, I think we got it.
I'm worse.
All right. We're here, everybody who is here. Welcome to Nerdicide episode I don't remember. It's
16?
Saturday. It's Saturday, 7:45 on the West Coast, 10:45 on the East Coast for you fucking
Sure
people.
is.
I'm drinking right now Tullamore Dew and ginger ale lemonade. It's delicious.
Sounds good.
And other news, I have a dog, and that's the big news. Dog news. Damn you.
Dog news. On my end, I'm drinking a delicious Miller Lite.
Ooh, I love Miller Lite.
I am dogless right now.
Today
I am
like
getting
big,
one very soon, though.
Today was like a huge adoption thing all over the country. They were having like huge fucking pet adoption things like at every shelter, and they were having like discounts and shit. We went to one thing in like Berkeley and didn't really have anything we wanted. And we drove all the way out to this fucking Pet Food Express, which was like 45 minutes away because we had saw this listing for these dogs, these puppies that were at a shelter. And sure enough, we came home with one, completely unprepared for it. And now it's
Not the best way to do it, though.
It's just the thing that I have to make sure doesn't die now.
It's not a houseplant, bud.
And he has my eyes. He has green eyes, just like me, and he's blonde, just like me. He is actually my son. He's my dog's son.
You know, it's funny. You sent me that little video clip, and the first thing I thought was like, that looks like Justin's dog. Like that looks like a dog you would have. So, congratulations on your new child.
Thank you. We're well, Rosina is her cousin's here, and they're in the other room, giving him all kinds of attention. He's pretty funny. He like he has a wild ball of energy for like 10 minutes, and then he just like passes out. He's like, fucking, I will bite the shit out of you and everything I see within 3 feet. And then he's like, just kidding, I'm asleep now. That's pretty much his cycle. So it's we'll see how it goes in like a month or so. I'm sad. One thing I'm sad is that my mom can't see him now, like while he's really small because he's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and other non-dog news. This is Nerdicide, not Dogicide, and welcome everybody who's watching it. Once again, we're having some technical issues because that's just the nature of our show.
And honestly, it really doesn't hurt it a whole lot because once it's on YouTube, if this one fucking saves, it's not super glitchy.
Well,
usually.
I'm gonna make sure, like tomorrow, like oh, fuck, I originally had plans to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood tomorrow in the morning.
Yeah.
Now I can't go because we brought a fucking dog home. And there's nobody to watch it, and it's like a very young puppy, so I have to now cancel those tickets. I'm just never gonna see that movie in the theater, so that's my life now. It's just fucking terrible.
Blew it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the dog will bring me some joy.
I would hope so.
The breed, he's
but
mixed.
You never know.
They really didn't give a lot of info. They just said he's a terrier. Mixed, so he won't be any bigger than like 25 pounds, which is what we wanted. We don't want some giant fucker yanking us around all day. I don't want a dog that's stronger than me. Like you get into like a pulling match.
Like any dog.
Oh, hey, cheap shot early on. Oh, also, I have another drink over here. Tonight's Nerdicide is sponsored by Stella Artois Cidre. I don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe call it Chris Chilcote or some other fucking fancy beer drinker person. Cider. It's basically cider.
Cidery?
Cidre. Say it with a French voice. Oh, would you like some cidre? I used to work with French people. I'll tell you what, they're all...
Say chowder.
That's Boston.
That's a Simpsons joke, son.
I know. Anyways, what do you want to talk about first? So many non-important things have happened in pop culture recently. Get out of here.
I want to talk about these. I don't know
what you're holding up because you're frozen.
It's the Mysterio Marvel Legends from Far From Home.
Let's do that in the middle of one of the other things. Let's do that.
Picked that up yesterday.
Let's do a mean intermission on your Legends pickup, and then I'll share some stuff that I got. Let's just start right in. Did you finish The Boys?
I did.
Let's start with The Boys. Let's just fucking hammer away at it. Let's hammer it.
All right. Let me get to my notes here. I wrote some notes.
Good, because I didn't write any, so I'm glad you prepared. Everybody,
you never do.
We're going to talk about The Boys. If you haven't seen that show, it's going to be spoiled for you.
Sure will.
Sure will. It's going to be spoiled milk. Also, I finished The Handmaid's Tale, which we're not going to talk about, but it was not very good. That show is like a never-ending cock tease that I don't understand why people love it so much. But anyways, The Boys.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
You like the
That's
finale?
all I have. That's all I wrote down. That's all my notes. I liked it a lot.
Your notes is just I liked it a lot. Perfect. Moving on.
I do. Yeah, I do have. They're not extensive notes, but hang on a second.
Hit me with some. Hit me with some of your notes, and then we can bounce off it.
Basically, I just wrote down a bunch of shit while it was happening, but then like there's side note stuff here. But if you're not familiar with what The Boys is, it's very, very tongue-in-cheek take on superheroes as like a corporation. Basically a money-making scheme from like a normal person's Basically, what is like a normal person's benefit? Like a normal person put it together, and they're selling superhero time basically, and
Yeah.
then uh,
A little backstory is also that it was a comic book
it was,
written by Garth Ennis. Um,
which you can totally tell.
it's what I think is funny about the boys. It's like every like cool comic book readers like, oh well, I'll make a fucking Justice League where Superman's bad. Because I've had variations of that as stories that I've written and comic book ideas that I've had. I think everybody who's ever sat and anybody who was born, who was a teenager in the 90s, especially. If you were a teenager in the 90s, I think especially you've sampled and dabbled with the idea of like anti-heroes and especially um, kind of like stripping down what it would actually mean in reality to be like a Superman kind of figure. When you take all of the, I guess, the American lore out of it. I can't really describe it. The
And here's
mysticism.
what's bananas is like both our topics today dabble in that, with Brightburn being the
Right.
second half of this, which
Yes,
is
exactly.
100% what if Superman grew up a piece of shit. But yeah,
Yeah,
the boys like the flip side of the coin. But it's also, I kind of took it as it was just that side of superheroes that you don't see. Like, yeah, they're but what are some of the like um like a rundown on some of the heroes that are part of this corporation. There's the seven. I'm not gonna go through all seven of their fucking names, but like Queen Maeve is supposed to be like a Wonder Woman type character. A Train
mm-hmm.
is the speedster. Um,
Mm-hmm.
was it Homelander's the Superman one? The Deep is an Aquaman type.
And
Um,
and Homelander also has some Captain America in him. They definitely
yeah,
do the Captain
smash those
America
two
stuff
together
in
pretty
it.
good. So, um, it's basically a superhero fucks up and causes some collateral damage to one kid in particular. Was it Huey? He
Huey.
basically, here comes the spoiler. He explodes his fucking, like, runs into his girlfriend while they're talking about moving in together, and she fucking explodes. And that scene was incredible. I love the way that they shot that, the slow motion shit. Um,
Yeah.
that slow turn into just like her remnants, like midair, where it's just blood and bone, was pretty amazing.
I liked I liked the way it was shot. I at times found the coloring a little too much, but it's a comic book, so I get why they do that. I wish they would have made it like, especially the daytime stuff, a little less, because it's such a hard contrast every shot. It's that hard '90s contrast that I don't really like that much. I actually prefer like the way Stranger Things their cinematography is, where it's like very clean, very bright. But it was, I mean, the special effects were really good. They spent some money on it for sure. My girlfriend's waving to me. Hi. You can do that anytime. Just knock on the door. But
Let's see.
I,
I wrote down superpowered shitheads making corporate people money. That was a note that I wrote down.
that's a good
But
summary
like,
of the show.
they're
You should work at Amazon just like writing the fucking summaries when people are clicking around.
Like, um, they're what is the name of that stupid corporation? The one thing I didn't write down.
Vought?
Yeah, Vought. Their slogan is "We make heroes stuper." Like if that tells you anything. Like it's
Yeah, and that was Elizabeth Shue, right? We're gonna take a quick puppy break. Hi, bud. Ooh, he's my big boy.
Hey, there you go.
Boy. Everybody, look at your screen. Look at yourself.
Give me that
Who's
dog.
a good boy? His name is Leo, and he is the cutest. He's like, why are you doing this to me? He's looking at you like, what is happening?
No interest.
He's
boring.
Like, look at my eyeballs. I'm a cute puppy. Boop, 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 boop. He's a good boy. Oh, he's so good. He's just looking at the screen right now.
All right, Justin, get out of there. Leave the dog, and me and him are gonna talk for a while.
You want to be on the live stream full time? He's like, I'm so tired. Please leave me alone.
So uninterested in this.
I'm so sleepy. And Katie left. She wanted to see you, and then she left because she's a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, be real close. Anyways, I have a perfect dog, and it's going to change my life. His name's Leo. He's amazing, and now he's going to go away because he is a sleepy boy. Look at him. He's like, I just want to lay down. Okay, bye.
He's gonna pass out while you're holding him.
He's like a fucking firecracker. He explodes, and then he has to sit for like 20 minutes and sleep.
Well, he must have just got done exploding.
He's amazing. I love that dog. He's perfect. Anyways, The Boys.
The Boys.
What I want to say about The Boys right off is episode 4 was fucking great. What a great episode of television. Something, a lot happened in that episode. They did the plane scene, where Homelander and what's her face went up in the plane and just let everyone die. They had that, and it was in the episode, and they also had the fucking dolphin scene when the dolphin got ejected through the goddamn van. That was all in one episode. I feel like a normal show would have kept those in separate episodes because they were so like huge moments. And this show was just like, no, episode 4, you get all of this. And there was something else that happened in episode, and I can't remember. I should have taken notes. I just remember thinking this is like amazing fucking TV go. Like,
well, I initially
puts me back.
had planned to do that where it was just like an episode breakdown, but that just seemed too much to do because there was a lot going on almost in every episode. I feel like.
Well, I feel like the last 2 episodes, I feel like they really rushed. because it was like, okay, well, we really got to get through this. And
Well, there's only 8, right?
yeah, there was
There's
only 8.
episodes.
Hopefully, they get more money.
Definitely could have
to do
done
10
with
episodes.
like a couple more.
Yeah, I think
Could've
that's what hurts the show for sure. They need like 2 more episodes to like kind of wax things a little bit better.
But it's still good. It's still good.
Oh, it was really fun. Especially if you're a comic book reader, like I feel like people who don't really read comics are not really going to be that enthused on it. I guess because normal people watch comic book movies all the time, but they are so DC oriented. They're very much like, this is a skewing of the Justice League and more like the godlike superheroes.
Hang on one second.
Marvel.
Go away. Go away.
What's happening?
My wife.
My wife.
She's had way more drinks than I have, and she was just like standing in the doorway, and
Like, come suck on these daddies.
tell she was fucking getting like real close to just jumping in here.
Am I supposed to come on and like critique my outfit because she's like a fashion icon?
Apparently.
Just in your shirt.
That's all she would do. She would make fun of you because you have a jacket on inside your house and the collar's up.
The collar's up because it's comfortable. And also, I don't know if you know this, but I live in the Bay and it's fucking cold here. So it's windy as shit right now. Right now I can see fucking the wind blowing trees wild.
Oh, she's on now. And she's laughing.
Hyland, you missed the puppy. Everyone missed the puppy.
No, it wasn't rude. I was not being rude to her.
Keep your marital problems out of the stream.
Don't cross. So there's the group of normal dudes too. The boys, the actual boys.
Yeah, the boys. Carl Urban has got to be like he's got to be like the pop culture GOAT right now. Is there anybody
Absolutely.
who's in more? Is there any other actor that you can think of that's in more genre stuff than him? I recently posted that stuff on the Instagram stories, like of all of his different roles, some of which I don't even know what they are, but it was at least 20 movies or TV shows. That dude has been in a lot of big pop culture fucking iconic roles. And he doesn't, and even with like Thor Ragnarok, he doesn't seem to have a problem with taking like a backseat kind of character, because that could have been easily a throwaway D-lister role, and he took it.
I would say what, like his biggest like straightforward one was Dredd, right?
Yeah, full on like as the hero Dredd. But I mean,
and then even then, he never took the helmet off. Like he did it the way that he thought it should have been done, and he never takes that helmet off. So again, he's still taking a back seat to the iconic fucking helmet. It's not even just his fucking face.
I still remember his casting in Star Trek. I still remember his casting in Star Trek thinking, I was like, what are they doing? Like that doctor guy? I was like, he's so dorky, and then he was amazing. He was fucking perfect. He was great. I loved it. I loved him in those Star Trek movies. He's perfect. And he's in Lord of the Rings. And he's in a million other fucking things. He was in that shitty Doom movie with a rock. We froze. God damn it. Look at my pink lip. Oh, yeah. It's because the Nerdicider's on here. You're wild frozen on my end. I don't know what's going on. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. Motherfucker. Is anybody on here? James Bryanton, are you watching this? Can you tell me if You see Courtney? Never mind, he's gone. He's full on. Or am I gone? Can someone, is anybody on? Can they tell me that it's just me? Everyone listen to Great White. How about White Snake instead? I'm listening. Just me. Story of my life.
Keep on pushing, babe, like I've never known before.
What's everyone's favorite White Snake song? And it's not that fucking, what's that song?
I just wanna see
On My Own or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Not the song.
on a superstitious woman. She got a superstitious mind.
Tilt my head up. None of them. Oof. Oof. Listen to this song and tell me none of them. Speaking of White Snake, David Coverdale is the closest thing to Robert Plant anyone's ever gonna get. Right, Courtney? You're still frozen. Courtney, can you hear me? You wild frozen again. So listen to this until you're back. How's this? Alright. I'm sorry for all the White Snake. I'll try to guess I'll connect to goddamn.
I have no idea what's happening right now. We good?
Same. We're not good. You're a blurry mess, but if I can hear you, we can keep going.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I can see you just fine. You were cutting in and out for like a minute, and then you're fine. So I don't know.
Fine with a Y. With a Y. I'm fine.
Fine. I don't know why we have such a fucking issue from on this. Yeah, so we're finally to the actual boys themselves.
We're not.
And we were gushing over Carl Urban.
Yes, Carl Urban is probably the GOAT. I can't think of another actor who is bounced around in so many important pop culture iconic roles and then also just like things like he's in so many fucking things and they're all like huge and important to nerds. So I don't think there's anybody who bounces around like that. I can't think of anyone. I was trying to think of someone the other day, and Chris Evans is a close because he did Snowpiercer, and he did what was that other comic movie he did? Was that graphic novel? Fuck, what was that movie called? Right? Hey, he's gone again. Courtney's gone again. Howdy.
Networks in one with Google Fi, a phone plan by Google.
Anybody who's watching this, we're having a lot of technical issues. Normally, Courtney does not get kicked the fuck off. So much. There's usually not this much headroom. I see that fucking James is on here, but he has not said a single word. Coward. He's a coward. Shout out to cowards at Draft Podcast. Such cowards. Never come on the Nerdicide stream. Never talk any shit. They're scared. There he is. Everybody, he said something. Courtney's coming back on. While I play Foreigner.
Are you worried what your friends see? Will it ruin your reputation loving me? Cause I'm a dirty white boy. Yeah, dirty white boy. Dirty white boy.
He's still connecting. What the fuck is wrong with our shit tonight?
You want me
Garbage.
to be true to you.
Our signal is garbage tonight.
What I do to you.
We gotta hardwire a fucking direct line to the goddamn
I'm
internet.
just a dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Dirty white boy. Dirty white boy.
I don't know, Courtney's having some issues. Courtney's having some issues, so everybody who's in the chat, let's hear some hot takes. Somebody hit me with something. What are you watching? What do you hate? Who's gonna be president? Anybody, something. Jesus Christ. Get this shit to work.
I've been in trouble since I don't know when. I'm in trouble now, and I know somehow I'll find trouble again.
Good foot.
I'm a loner, but I'm never alone. Every night I get closer to the danger zone. 'Cause I'm a dirty white boy.
Superman versus Batman. Superman wins. If you're like an edgy comic book reader, you'd be like, oh, Batman wins every time, but I'm sorry, but he doesn't. You're talking about an unrealistic situation. Superman can literally fly through the middle of the earth. The second Superman wants to kill Batman, it's over. The second. That's why it's so stupid. He literally could, before Batman even has time to prep. I hate that they're like Batman is like this ultimate, like he's prepped for every situation. But no, well, you're asking for a situation that wouldn't really happen. If you really wanted to kill Batman, it's donezo. Because you're asking, like, if you're asking Superman versus Batman just based on their skill set, pure like powers skill set, not like, oh, Superman is now just turned evil and Batman has time to prep or whatever, and he has all these preparations set aside for all this stuff. But if he doesn't know what's happening, it's just Superman flies in a half second and just obliterates Batman. Just flies right through him or laser beams him from 50 miles away and he's dead. It's over. The Boys is as gory as I've heard. It's pretty gory. It's very violent. There's also some very hard to watch sexual assault, rape style scenes, which I guess they cut down from the comic, which were apparently worse. I never read the comic, but apparently the comic was worse. They toned it down a bit. But I mean, Brightburn was gorier than The Boys. I feel like just pure gore, gross out factor. But I'm trying to think of. It's not letting me send requests. That's so weird. If I add you.
What has he done for you lately?
What has he done for you lately? Hey, bud. You're back? Ish. Boys, good as AF. I guess this is not better. God, Jesus Christ, with this goddamn phone. Mentally projecting you to appear. He's gone. Courtney's gone. What should I consider my day job? It's just tough to watch that kind of stuff. I really think it's like the first or second episode where they really do that stuff. They use it as like a plot motivator later on. Courtney needs to reset his router. I probably need to reset mine too. Hi. I don't know, man. We live in 1997 with this internet bullshit.
Apparently.
Shout out my cousin Adam is on.
Fuck.
With what Tabitha's saying, she's asking about the rapey stuff, and it's rough, right? It's right at the beginning.
Dude, they dialed that shit way the fuck back because basically what was supposed to happen is they got Starlight to join the team just to fucking exploit her and do that terrible shit. So it was supposed to be A-Train specifically. I believe it was Homelander and I think one of the dudes that is shit. Trying to remember who the other one was, but there was supposed to be 3 of them that were doing it. It might be was that Black Noir?
Black Noir, yeah.
Yeah, I think his character. So him in the comic book is pretty fucking wild from what I understand, but they definitely dialed way the fuck back on that whole setup. Just put it on the deep, which it still works, I think. The way that they did it, I think
it does, but they also try to make him a sympathetic character later on in the series.
That shit bothered the fuck out of me, that they tried to make him sympathetic towards the, But I did enjoy all the Ohio stuff. I thought that was funny.
The Ohio jokes were fucking funny. I was like to Rosina, I was like, somebody from Ohio works on this show, because like it's like sending him to Sandusky. I was like, who would even, because like Ohio is definitely a thing that writers use when they want to write middle America shit. It happens all the time, especially in horror movies and genre movies. They always pick Ohio as like, oh, you're going to Ohio, or it's Ohio. They make Ohio jokes. But specifically,
there was a fucking Lima joke on The Simpsons. Like,
I was like, somebody on the show, because then they said the Jews started talking about Cedar Point and shit, and I was like, that's what somebody from Sandusky would say. It's like, oh, well, we have the biggest fucking theme park. It's like, no one gives a fuck. You're in Sandusky, Ohio. Like,
but he asked me, it's like, when he gives him the card, he's like, It was just for like what does he say, like food and shit? And
Yeah.
he's like, got a water park.
Yeah, the Ohio
Nobody
jokes are
fucking cares.
fantastic. That shit made my day because it was like
I literally
was
go
like,
Ohio stuff funny.
yeah, of course.
Ohio.
Making fun of Ohio is perfect. And I remember I was watching with Rosina. She doesn't get the jokes because she doesn't know where the fuck Sandusky is or what any of that is. But I was like, if somebody walks in the scene with like a Mudheads jersey on and like talk shit, I'm gonna fucking die. It was like, are they gonna go full on just making fun of Ohio for 20 minutes? I was like, I would love that. That's my dream show.
The Akron joke was pretty fucking funny too.
Which one?
The Akron joke.
Oh yeah, Akron. Yeah.
This is like, we're not a shithole like Akron.
Like Akron. I love that stuff. That was a nice reprieve. That was a nice kind of way to save that deep stuff, but they were still trying to pull like a Jamie Lannister way too fucking soon, where they were trying to make a sympathetic character out of someone who literally just did commit sexual assault. Like, and rape.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna like, and now like I'm supposed to watch this character like struggle later. Like, that tone wise kind of threw me off a bit.
Like when he goes through like his ordeal, like he brings that girl back to his room, and she fingers his fucking gills.
Jesus Christ!
Like, that's his comeuppance. Like that's what he gets.
Yeah, that's his punishment.
It was not a fair trade.
No, and then they were, and that scene was like to try to make him a sympathetic character, which I do not understand the point, because the whole point of the show, I feel like, other than Starlight, is that they're painting these people as monsters, and that they're gonna get what's coming to them.
Yeah,
he should be one of them. I don't understand why they're trying. They gave him more story points than anybody other than Homelander, which makes the most sense for obvious reasons, because he's the biggest, the strongest. Said he has the biggest like backstory with the other characters, but like, you have a fish sex diary. Post some screenshots. Tag Nerdicide in it so we can share them on the Instagram.
If you need anyone to illustrate that, Tabby, I'll do that.
Have you talk about Homelander? Have you ever seen a thinner lipped white man? I feel like
god damn.
I was like, I don't have much of an upper lip, but I make up for it.
His face was super upset.
The thinnest white male lips you've ever seen. He's perfect fucking casting. Because he does such a good job of being horrible looking, but also pretty at sometimes. It's like he walks out and he's pretty and he waves and his smile and stuff. But when he's just like, his normal face is just so.
His deadpan shit.
Oh my god. What great casting all around.
Like, I wrote kind of a bigger section of notes just on him and about how, I don't know if they played him up as nice enough for long enough. But by the end of it, I don't think they had to. Because I think it was those moments where he's talking shit about everything he does or the people that he's doing it for, but he's still like waving and smiling. But it's like those like little in-between takes where he like turns and he's talking to Queen Maeve and he's like, fuck these people. Like, I don't give a shit about any of this.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the spoiler. That's where the kind of the show is going towards the end. Is that he's kind of, I feel like he's going to detach. He's going to be more of a wild card because he's going to detach himself from the corporation, and he's going to be, now that he knows that he has a son.
Fucking come on or something. You're not going to stand there and fucking talk to me.
Hi.
God damn.
I can't see you. You're still a smile you're still if she comes on, I can't see it because it's like you're still a frozen, smiling face on my end, spinning.
Oh boy. We missed like that whole section where we were supposed to be talking about the boys and stuff. It ended with Carl Urban, and then shit got all fucking wonky. But his character, Billy the Butcher, holy shit.
Great.
I love
great
that
performance.
character.
What's wild, you know, what's really funny about that is like obviously if you've ever seen pictures from the comic or you read the comic, you saw that the Huey character is like drawn as Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
And then Simon Pegg actually plays the human. He plays Huey's dad in the thing, which was nice. Simon Pegg is obviously like pushing 50 years old, so he can't play that young character anymore. But that was a nice little touch that they did. Which that was a weird thing in graphic novels. I think in like the 2000s where it was like they were always drawing real people. That's kind of where the Nick Fury thing came as Sam Jackson. Actually, Wanted was actually they drew him as Eminem, which is weird, which ends up being
that
just boy, obviously. But like in the comic, he looks just like Eminem. There was like a weird thing with those 2000s comics where they were just drawing like real actors as these characters, and in this case, it was Simon Pegg. But obviously, I'm glad it's not Simon Pegg because he's old as fuck. And it would have been really distracting as that Huey character since he's older than Carl Urban. Would have been weird. But all around, fantastic casting. All around, great cast.
I really like the rest of the dudes in the boys. I think the Mother's Milk character was really good. Frenchie was my favorite. Frenchie was my favorite dude. Huey's character, yeah. I don't know. I like the idea of being like one step away from completely going into everything and just being like fuck all these superheroes and doing like all the bad shit, or just that step where he just completely walks away from it and just lets it go finally. But
yeah, and then also like falling in love.
Right. I did like the Starlight character. I think they handled her really well.
I did. I also like that cast.
The actress was really, really good.
I tend to like have a very strong disdain for white actresses with blonde hair in pretty much everything I watch. And if it's not Kirsten Dunst, I really kind of hate them. And I didn't hate her, which was nice. Because I was just talking with Rosina the other day in the car. We were coming back for something, and I was talking about him.
I did it first. I think the reason that I hated her so much at first was because I hate those types of people. The people that she's like portraying is like that Midwestern like good girl blonde that's excited about I can't stand that shit.
Tabitha, you're a good girl, Midwestern white lady. You can speak on
that. You're all those things I said I hate.
You're all those things in a box. No, I actually because I was like, as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, I hate this girl. And then by the end of it, I liked her. And
I should say I hate those characters. I hate characters of those types of people. I don't know why
I legit. I think it's probably because she's not very tall. I don't like tall white women with blonde hair, and if they're in a movie, or in a TV show, I'm automatically just like, I don't want anything to do with this. That's why I hate Mrs. Waterford on Handmaid's Tale. I can't stand her face. It makes me so upset.
Do you close up? Do you close up?
She doesn't have as many close-ups. You know what I realized is that she's the wife in Predator, Waterford.
Yep.
I was like, I just rewatched Predator the other day, and it's still
Why?
ridiculous. I know why. Because I was like, I was actually downloading I was downloading Brightburn. So while I was downloading Brightburn, I was buying Brightburn, is what I meant to say. I was buying it. I was buying it with money that I spent. I used my money to buy and rent the movie.
Yeah, she was in Dexter.
Yeah. I didn't watch Dexter because that show was trash. But I am.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's.
I just got back to season 4. I just started season 4, like the best season of that whole fucking series, and I'll probably end on that one. But yeah, go ahead.
Anyways, yeah, Mr. Waterford is in Predator. If you're a Handmaid's Tale fan. I didn't like her in that role either because it's just like there's something about it. I feel like she's gonna drive up in like a Honda CRV and curse me out, or like try to like order a Mexican food without salsa, and I'm just like, get the fuck out of here with your stupid whiteness.
Side note, if you like nerdy podcasts about pop culture shit, Wizard and the Bruiser just did an episode on the Predator. Not the Predator, but Predator, which is really good, super entertaining. The last one they just did, I listened to it the other day, and it's a lot of tidbits that I did not know about what it took to get Predator made.
Nice. I still like the Predator, as ridiculous of a movie it is. It's ridiculous.
Dude, I cannot get behind that shit for a second.
It's so okay.
It's the dumbest fucking movie I've seen in a while.
If you watch it with a human brain, it's dumb, but it's also gorgeous looking, and I like the look, and I like the comedy more than I like anything that happens in Predators or Alien versus Predator. So I like it more. I like Tom Jane. I like Keegan-Michael Key as those guys. Like, I like those dumb characters.
If they had made a movie, like a buddy cop movie with just those two, I would watch the shit out of it every day.
Oh.
But that movie is fucking abysmal.
I gotta catch up on these comments. 100% agree. We are the worst. That's true. Tabitha, you are a white woman, and you are the worst. Your reason why Trump is president. White women are the reason why Trump is president. Because it wasn't white men. Not all men. Hashtag not all men.
Gross.
First, I hate those characters because they are some story of blonde chicks. Yeah, Starlight is that character. Like, that is what she is set up for, and then by the end, they kind of break it down. I feel like in the last couple episodes, they oversimplify it because they have a TV show to kind of mash it down time-wise. And I feel like if they had more time, they could have done a better job of kind of examining her as not that, where she is that, but not that. So I feel like
there were times where it felt like weeks had gone by from like instance to instance, but then it was just like the next day.
Yeah, I didn't binge it, so
because it took me 2 days to get through it, but it was like 4 episodes and then 4 episodes. But
right.
like all the translucent stuff, like Homelander's concerned because he's been missing for such a period of time, but everything literally seems from like one day to the next. So yeah, chug it, bro.
Check it, bro.
Chug it, bro.
It's
Fucking
human
everything
pee,
seems.
bro. I just drink my own pee.
It looks like piss. It probably tastes like piss.
It's really good.
I doubt it.
Shout out our sponsor, Stella Artois. Don't listen to my co-host. It's a delicious product. Send us more in the mail. It's great.
Send us more.
It's a great product for baptisms, funerals, pet adoption days. It's good. It's the cure for what ails you. Also, I like the bottle. It's got kind of a fat head. It's not so skinny. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
He's gonna put that in his butt later.
Among other things.
Whoa.
Anyways, it's great.
The Boys.
The Boys. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
If we're doing a 5, yeah, because out of 5 is harder to rate. I say 7 out of 10. I think it's great.
Just so everyone's clear, this is the first time we're rating anything on a fucking scale. So this is all brand new.
Rating system sponsored by Stella Artois. It's the new Stella Artois best of 10 system. We're doing.
He gave it 7 Cedras out of 10.
It's 7 Cedras out of 10. It's got an E. You understand? It's spelled wrong. So it means you're fancy. You're a fancy alcoholic.
You gotta get drunk enough to read it regular and it says cider.
It's just like all those dumb beers everyone drinks. They're IPAs and it's like orange flavor.
All beers.
And it was like made in a fucking hipster's fucking basement. Just admit you're a drunk. Like, I don't want to. You just want to drink beer. Like, hey, we're back. We're gonna cut up on our first hour. So if you're here, come back.
I used to say, but she don't give a damn for me.
Drinking human pee.
Well, let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint and turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud, and you don't know how it feels to be me. People come, people go. Some go young, some go cold.
Oh.
I woke up in between memories.
Shout out to our sponsor. I've got so many of these. They just keep sending them to me.
Because you asked for them, they sent them.
Hey, we're back. We're back. Courtney smoking cigarettes. Wants to die young. Shout out, Adam. What up? What up?
My old man was born to run. He's still trying to beat the clock. Love me what you will. I got a little space to fill.
See if this works.
Oh. What are you doing?
To the point.
What up?
Yeah.
So we got Facebook.
No.
No copy.
Jesus Christ. What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want? Jeez. Yeah.
I don't know if it's better.
It's better now.
She wants to be famous.
Yeah. Just staring at me. Weird.
Tell her to get a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're back. I think I still have I connect to the internet wireless. Trash. I connect to my own phone signal. Trash.
The fuck, dude?
Fucking trash, bro.
It's trash, bro.
You are a silhouette of a baseball cap.
I sure am.
All right.
Switched over to my fucking data, so
I don't know
hopefully
if
it
that's
doesn't
better
kill
or
it.
worse. I really don't know what's better or worse at this point. I feel like I'm like fucking clueless. I don't know which works better. I really don't know. All it was is fucking irritating
Hard
me.
color.
Anyways, let's talk about Brightburn.
Can we?
We can try.
How do you get fans on the glitchiest show ever?
Hey, you want to come watch two guys talk?
Like you just did?
Yeah, I think it's better on when I do it. I honestly don't know which is better. I keep fucking going back and forth, the wireless to the data, and I don't really know which is better.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Fucking trash though. Well, like we live in like I live in a big city. Like we live in like modern times. It shouldn't be that complicated. I have a brand new phone. It shouldn't be that complicated to get this done.
I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere, but
That's true. Bradner. My phone doesn't even work in Bradner.
still have internet.
Hey, you should be able to connect to your Wi-Fi.
I was, but it's trash. It's on the other side of the house.
All right. As long
So
as I
Brightburn.
can breathe, we can push through. Yeah. So I would say my overall take on The Boys. before we move on to Brightburn is that it is definitely worth watching if you are a comic book person. I feel like if you are not a comic book person, I feel like it's not really worth watching because there's so much content out there and like there's so many things for so many different people. I feel like if you're not a person who especially read comics in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, I would skip it because it's not really going to leave that much. It's not going to have an impact on you because it's comic book stuff. And even if you are a person who watches Marvel movies, it's not going to really hit you in the same way because it's not a Marvel satire at all. It's not a Marvel satire. It's a satire on godlike superheroes, which is more of the DC side. And DC movies are trash, especially in the last, 7 years. So you aren't going to like. I guess if you're like, oh, I like Dark Knight, yeah. Everyone likes Dark Knight. But you're not going to get anything from this if you're like a Dark Knight fan of those movies. Even if you like Justice League and Superman movies, you're not going to get much from it because I really don't think it's a satire on any of the Snydery DCU stuff. I think it's a comic book satire. It really is. It's like my girlfriend watched it and she was just like, yeah, it was fine. She didn't, because she doesn't read comics, so she was just like, I don't care. Like it's just like, to me, it's like like it's anything else. It's like if you're not in on the joke is not going to make you laugh as much. So
right.
If you are a comic book person, The Boys is for you, especially if you're a Superman person or a Batman person or a Flash person, even Aquaman. They do a really good job at really skewering those little things about those characters that are ridiculous. My only complaint is it should have been 2 more episodes. Should have been fleshed out, especially the end of the season. Past episode 4, they really should have. Those 4 episodes needed to be stretched to like 6 more episodes, just to really flesh out, especially the Starlight stuff, Butcher's backstory could have been fleshed out more. But I get you only get a certain budget, and I really only hope there's 1 more season of this show. I don't want to watch this show for 5 seasons. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm disappointed that it's more than 1 season, right? Because it's like, just give me the finality of it. I don't want to fucking watch this show forever. I want to know.
Well, I believe this second half of that, because they're not even done with. Like, I think they're not done with the initial Boys run of it, but there was a second part to the Boys called Herogasm, where it was like, all the heroes get together and they go on like a retreat, and it's just like debauchery and just basically what, like, heroes from all over come together, and it's just like drugs and sex and just insanity.
Nice.
But on like a hero scale, like a superhuman scale. of all that shit.
Right.
I'm in the same boat you are. If you're not a comic fan, it's not for you.
And
Definitely
only because we live in the times of we are spoiled with content. It's
right.
not like it's 1998 and you only have so many shows to watch. It's like you're gonna watch whatever the biggest show is. You can watch a myriad of fucking things that are exactly in your wheelhouse. So like,
right.
The Boys is not like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones where you have to fucking watch it.
Right.
I would say only that if you're a comic book person that you should be watching it. Because anybody else is
I've only suggested it to people who I think would get it. Like, it's not something I've told everybody to spend time with. But, so you gave it a 7 out of 10?
Yeah, I would say as a comic book adaptation, 7 out of 10 for sure. I never read the original book, so I can't critique it compared to
I didn't either, but I definitely did some research on it and got some of the big differences out of it. If they do end up doing the big twist that's in the book.
Hey, I don't know what it is. Hey, all right. Voice.
I'm just saying, if they do it, it's
Sopranos voice.
It'll be big. It'll be a big second half for that. So hopefully they do what.
Well, good, because I feel like they really have to up the ante after that season because it's like they really have to really go big at that point.
Well, I mean, it's already fucking bananas. That ending is super bananas. And then from there, if they do what the books did to do the second season, it just gets even fucking crazier. So
yes,
it'll be fun.
So that's it.
Yeah, I'd say 7 out of 10 as well.
Let's do a middle interlude. I can't actually see what fucking toys you're sharing, but let's fucking knock it out. I can hear you talking about it. Let's knock out some toys. Hit me with some. I'll watch it tomorrow when I can actually see this goddamn stream.
I did show this earlier, but I have the
Mysterio.
The Spider-Man Far From Home Mysterio. I really enjoy Mysterio dope. As a villain. I was very happy to find this. I picked this up at Walmart of all places.
Walmart, shout out Walmart. Gang.
Yeah, bruh. Bruh. Fucking, they had this entire wave on an end cap, and I've never seen that anywhere. I've never seen an entire wave out at the same time because I live in bumfuck Ohio. And
you have a better chance though, like where you live, to pick up waves than where I live, because where I live,
but not in their entirety. Like, I seriously got to go out of my way sometimes. Like, sometimes Books A Million will have some shit, but
Books A Million is good for some stuff, yeah, for sure. Every time I'm home for Christmas, I always find something there that's legit.
Because they'll stock up on stuff, but they'll always have like that one weird one that I'm looking for. or something. So uh, I finally, if anybody tuned into the last episode, I shit talked fucking Myers' selection of Marvel Legends pretty goddamn hard.
Most people don't know what fucking Myers is. Just
well, fuck Meyer anyway. I'm just gonna keep saying fuck Meyer because the selection does suck.
Fuck Meyer.
Fuck Meyer. But they did have 2 out of the X-Men wave that just came out recently. They had the Wolverine, and then they had the Nightcrawler figure.
That's technically X-Force wave.
It says X-Men right on it.
I know. No, but it's technically an X-Force wave, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. That's because it's the X-Force Wolverine, and he's wearing the fucking gray suit. It's a cool figure.
Seen any of those anywhere. No, the Nightcrawler.
I almost grabbed that one too. Because I knew that it would probably fly off the shelf, whatever. But I didn't need it as bad as I needed this one. I really, really like this figure. I don't know if you... This isn't really great, but the paint on all 3 of these heads is pretty immaculate, which is hard to come by.
Yeah,
when you have
especially
multiple,
like
when you have like multiple heads that come with a figure, there's usually one that looks really shitty. I feel like I really lucked out.
I sent that photo in our group chat about the fucking Cyclops. The visor.
Yeah.
Which I got 2 of those, and both sets look like absolute shit.
Yeah. What's that like? That scab and everything on it.
It's messy as fuck.
And a lot of times, the way that they do the 2-piece sculpt with like the faces and the hair now, it's not just like one sculpted deal. A lot of times you get like that gap, the space in between it. I'm pretty sure my cable has that, but this does not have that. And then oftentimes when you get down, I'm gonna point at his crotch here, but it's this general area where there's not like the hard line separating the red from the black of his suit, where it's in the mold, like when it's just a paint over paint. A lot of times you get like that's where the imperfections come because they're just airbrushing that on. This one's pretty solid, like pretty straight. I'm really happy with this figure. The Mysterio has some flaws to it though. Like it straight up has some flaws that are noticeable. Like
I feel like if it's a flawed figure, you should not open it. Then you just have it as face value. It's worth what it's worth.
Right. And I'm fine with that. I haven't opened any of my shit at all.
Like
I'm
Legends or in general?
Comfortable with that.
I don't open Legends unless I get 2 Cyclops. And then I open 1 Cyclops. Which I was borderline
tempted to open this Nightcrawler just because there was some damage to the box a little bit. So I almost opened it, but I'm not gonna do that. It's way more minor than I thought it initially was. But if anybody loves me out there, this is the one I'm after. I need that Mr. Sinister. I found one online.
Yeah.
But they were gonna ship it loose, and I don't want it loose. I want it in box.
You just gotta keep checking. Like, you're not? Are you an Amazon Prime person?
Yes.
Are you
That's the thing. I don't
day?
want to order it off Amazon because I want to see the paint. Like, I want to see what it looks like before I buy it. I don't like that buy shit. It scares me.
I got one off Amazon and one from GameStop. So I got one in person to see.
Right.
The Cyclops is a vintage wave. But for me, it's like you buy two, so I just picked I picked actually the one that has the best paint apps to open versus the one that's the worst I keep in the box because for me it's more about the box shit. Which, by the way, this is what I'm talking about. This is the Cyclops.
That is awesome figure.
Which one of my favorite thing about this, I love the X Factor blue and white costume. I wish he had the hair exposed because this guy comes with two heads.
Oh yeah.
One with this fucking shooting. I love the fucking blue. I love that it's shiny.
It is super shiny.
And he's got the boots still. It's like corny but also modern. It's like corny but modern. And you can just tear his goddamn head off anytime you want, and just like a horrifying nub. And he's got this fucking other head, which has like the fucked up paint apps. You can't see it probably on the stream because it's gonna be blurry. It's gonna focus on my face and not him. It's cool from a distance, but if you look at it up close, like in the box or anything, this visor, the paint app is shit. But it's still.
You should screenshot that visor so people know what the fuck we're talking about.
I'm telling you, it's still, even though it's shitty paint apps, a blue and white modern X Factor figure coming out now with this kind of paint, like that beautiful blue, is everything. Because the old blue and white Marvel Legends figure from Toy Biz is one of the worst things I've ever seen. I don't even like.
Dude, look at the back of that figure on his neck. Why did they make that blue inside there? That should, yeah.
Why does he have a hole in the back? What's the hole for?
A backpack.
He doesn't have a backpack.
Accessories.
No backpack.
You just jam something in there.
There's no fucking backpack, bro. I don't have a backpack. I shoot fucking concussive force out of my goddamn eyes. It's still dope. It's a dope figure, and I will tell you that the fucking...
Oh, he's cranking the fucking legs on that thing. Jesus.
The fucking the vintage. Look at that. It's everything with the vintage. Because if you were a 90s Toy Biz X-Men person, which I was, you threw all of these away because you're a terrible person. But look at the fucking package. And also, it's not only that, the actual card is doubled. So this part here is actually this is a fold. So it's folded.
Yeah.
It means it's extra thick. So it's got extra durability. And it's got the old school fucking yellow and everything.
Who else is in that?
There's the Wolverine Spy Wolverine where he's got the black eye paint. Then there's the '90s Storm with the white costume from the cartoon.
I did see the Wolverine out.
You got the '80s Dazzler with the short hair. And then
I think they might have had that one out too. Was it Silver Samurai?
Yes, Silver Samurai is the villain, and then you have the Iceman figure. Iceman, which is on there. Those are the figures that you can't get. I don't have any of the other ones. I hope to someday acquire the rest of the wave. With these ones, they're making so many. You can get them on sale.
They had a few of those out. They definitely had a few of those out. And Meyer did have those on the shelf.
Amanda. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them all, and I've seen some of the X-Force Wave, which you picked up. I've seen the Cannonball and the Nightcrawler in store, but only at GameStop. And their shit's like $25.
If you happen to see an Iceman out,
I saw an Iceman 2 days ago.
Well, if you see him again, grab him and I'll pay you for that.
Now, because it was at GameStop and that shit $25.
Ah, fuck it.
So it's like 25 plus tax. It's almost $30. You can get that shit on Amazon for $19.99 as soon as it pops back up again, with free shipping.
Yeah, then I might actually just get. It's hard to fuck up an Iceman figure.
Those figures, I also think at some point will go down and be on sale.
See, that's the thing Meyer does not do. Meyer never puts their figures on sale. Like I said last time, they have like 900 Paladins on the peg, and they're all 20 still. Yeah.
Wild.
They're still all at retail. I did see the Walmart had the 3 classic legends. What did they just put out again? It was the Iron Man, the Thor, and was it Captain America?
Right.
They put those ones out. They had the Iron Man and the Thor figures. They didn't have the Captain America one. That Thor figure is really good.
The classic line?
Yeah. I was tempted to pick that up, the Thor one up, but he had like this big, it was like right in the middle of his cheek. It looked like a beauty mark of just black paint. So...
Yeah, I'm not interested in those ones because I don't collect non-X-Men comic book Marvel. So I only try to get the MCU figures and then everything X-Men. And I
just like the sculpt on that.
I'm a joke like 30 figures behind right now. So it's like thinking about Marvel Legends is like thinking about some super high anxiety bullshit where it's like,
hey, guess what? You just got a dog that you got to feed, so there goes money.
I'm gonna feed my dog Marvel Legends figures. I'm gonna take the pictures of the toys and put them on Instagram so people think I have them, and then since I don't have any money left,
immediately throw it to the dog.
I'm gonna salt and pepper them and just let the dog eat them for dinner.
I don't think dogs are supposed to have salt and pepper, but whatever.
Or plastic from China.
No, the plastic's fine. They tell you right on the label that's what dogs enjoy. When you buy a dog and it has that label on it, it says feed me plastic. That is a cool figure. Stop cranking on his legs. It concerns me. Makes me nervous. You're weird.
Anyway, shout out. Also, shout out my new Instagram, Psych101. If you're not following, you should be following it because it's chock full of Cyclops goodness. If you like
so much
Cyclops,
Cyclops.
if you like Cyclops, there's a Cyclops for you. I'm not even remotely close to being through all of the shit I have. I am.
Dude, it really seems like you're like digging. You're not even. I wouldn't say digging. Like you're scratching the surface right now of like the tiny
doing that.
The tiny little things of Cyclops that you have, which is hilarious to me that you have some of those because they're straight garbage.
I don't even know where they came from.
One, they're straight garbage because they're just like so cheaply made. And two, they're of Cyclops. Why the fuck did they do Cyclops in that form? But it's fun to see. So yeah, don't do that with your time. That's gross. Don't do that.
Let me tell you, I have 6 hats. All right.
6 hats?
I haven't posted a hat yet. You know what I mean? I have like 40 plus Cyclops variants comics. I've only posted 1. Okay?
Okay.
We're not even like, we're talking like I have 200 more posts. It's giving me anxiety.
Easy. I understand. I understand. But like,
it's also a great joy because I feel like, because my personal account I would put stuff on there, but like my personal page is private because I don't want people looking at pictures of me and my girlfriend and me and my mom or me and my friends. So that page is private. So it's like that shit never got really seen. Now I have a straight on, full on, if you want to see Cyclops, motherfucker, you are going to see him. You're going to see him in all terrible forms from like 1990 until now. And actually a couple of my things predate 1990.
Oh yeah.
I'll share one thing right now. There's a special sneak peek on the Cyclops Instagram from 1991. This is the Uncanny X-Men Study Kit. This comes with a pencil pouch from 1991, which you got Wolverine, Storm, Archangel, Cyclops with the blue and whites with the hair down, which is my favorite.
With the hair out, all right. And his boots are different.
That's my favorite Cyclops. From the X Factor years, it comes with a ruler.
That one's cooler too because he doesn't have the cuffed fucking boots.
Yes, exactly. That's the X Factor years. So Cyclops is on the ruler with Wolverine and Magneto, and then you've got this Wolverine pencil sharpener.
That's got to be the most clever fucking thing in there.
Cyclops eraser, which is super dope. The blue and whites. So this motherfucker never been opened. Study kit from 1991, bro. Look at it.
I'm too busy thinking about like how spot on the Wolverine pencil sharpener is.
You need a full Cyclops cosplay. I don't cosplay. Cosplay is for people who are narcissists.
Ugh.
Shout out narcissists. You know, you need to go to a Comic-Con and stand out front of it and not the comics and just take pictures of your own face all day with other people taking pictures of their own face all day, not buying comics.
Hey, remember that time you had like a Halloween party like 2 years in a row? You dressed as the Crow, and you didn't even like do like full like costume shit. You just wore the Crow makeup. Remember that?
Oh, I might be the Crow this year.
That'd be fun.
If I get rid of my man tits, I'll be the Crow.
Whoa.
There you go. I'll share one more thing before we talk about Brightburn.
Do it, Doug.
I have this. I actually, this is Cyclops mask.
I
This
hate that
still has
thing.
the
I hate that thing
top on it.
so much.
Boom,
Ugh.
boom, 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 boom. Actually, what's wild about this is I have two.
Why? All right, now it makes sense.
Well, here's what happened. So I ordered this one many years ago, and the guy who sent it to me, he replaced the red. You see how it's got the square there?
Yes.
Where it's not perfect. So he obviously he had this for a while, and he replaced the clear red with some other plastic, and it's actually in 3 pieces on the inside of the visor. This one,
Okay.
on the other hand, is perfect. It's never been broke or cracked.
Oh,
this
yeah.
one is straight off the goddamn tags. So I saw this pop up on eBay super fucking cheap, and I was like, I have to have the OG with the tags and the non-cracked version. Look at his teeth. He's so upset. Look at that upper lip, bottom lip. Let me put it on
Can
for you.
anybody actually do that with their mouth?
I'll cosplay for you right now.
Oh, God.
Hold on. Are you ready?
I hate it so much. I hate it.
It's all wrong.
I fucking hate it.
I have 2 of those.
You do. I'm proud of you.
This one I've had forever, which he's actually been worn because he's super stretched out. The other one is obviously never been worn. He's a lot harder. I'm super excited because I have 2 of them, and it's one of my favorite items. I have not even shared it on the Instagram. I won't share it for a while because I have 20 goddamn
content, dude. That is hot content. What? That's hot content. Yeah. You say that.
Yeah, I'm saving a lot of the hotter, more unique items for like 3 or 4 weeks from now because I have so much to go through that's just kind of like crap. Like the
it's straight crap.
The Mini-Mates alone, the Marvel Universe 4-inch figures, so many to get through. So I've got a while before I'm going to get to the really unique, interesting shit.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get the Guinness World Records here, bro.
Yeah, I almost sent you a link to a statue that I saw recently, but I don't think you had $1,300 to throw at a fucking Cyclops statue. It's the Phoenix.
Statues are difficult.
Yeah. Hey, give me a minute.
Anyways,
I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Now that you've gone through all that bullshit, give me a minute.
that mask is scary as hell. I disagree. I think it's adorbs. Shout out everybody who's still on. I'm gonna go through your comments now. Moon Jagora. Is that even how I say that? Because I feel like when you read things, it's like you don't get it wrong. What did you cosplay as? It's not that I'm anti-cosplay. I just think that, like, as a person who collects comics and has been collecting and reading comics since third grade, when I go to comic conventions, it's just people in outfits standing up front, taking pictures of themselves and other people. And it's when I go into the cons, where it's actually like you have comic sellers, these vendors who have like thousands of comics on sale. No one is going through them. Everybody's out front taking pictures of themselves, and I get so irritated. I'm just like, how are you a comic fan and you're outside taking pictures of your Deadpool costume, but you're not buying old Deadpool comics? You're just such a narcissist that you can't appreciate what you even like. And it happens. That's the reason why I actually stopped going to cons, because I'm not going to pay $30 to look at people taking pictures of themselves. And the vendors.
That's a big difference between. That's a big difference between like Comic Cons and like horror movie cons. Like I go to Horror Hound every year now, and for the last couple, and that's a big con in Cincinnati, and the indie one's coming up real soon. I might go to that. I'm not sure yet, but
there was a Comic Con this weekend. It's like a Silicon Valley Comic Con. I didn't go to, and it was in San Jose area, because I'm not going to spend $40 when I can just cop everything I want on eBay for cheaper. And
right.
Because you're paying for the spectacle of going to an event, which has upped its prices because they have to facilitate the amount of people who are just out front taking pictures of themselves, because cons didn't used to cost $30 goddamn dollars to go buy comic books.
But that's the difference between a Comic Con and a Horror Con. Is there's a lot of cosplay at a Horror Con, but you see those people walking around and they're carrying armloads of shit. Like they are buying a ton of stuff. That shit kind of blows me away too, because like a lot of the horror stuff, it's been around for so goddamn long. And it's like, you didn't have a copy of fucking Halloween 2 already? But, like, that's what they're after. Like, it's crazy. But, I mean, you get the handful that are there, that are in front of the building, whatever. But
Right.
it's far and few between. Like, it's always the same ones. And the way that the convention center is set up in Cincy, there's like a whole like big open area that oftentimes that's where they're at, which is in between like the vendors and like the celebrity area, where they don't even have to be outside. They can do it inside in there. And I think maybe that might be a portion of why they're still like in there buying or whatever, but it's not to that point yet where it's not, hey, I only come to this to get my fucking picture taken with people or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's some super elaborate cosplay that I've seen, which is really cool.
No, I've seen cosplay.
Actually get more excited when people bring their kids in like full cosplay shit. Like, that makes more sense to me. Like, bring your kid dressed as a shit that they like because they're a little kid. That should, you know, they're enjoying that shit.
Yeah. I've seen cosplay where I'm just like, I'm amazed by it. And I think it's amazing that these people make these costumes. I would never discredit what they do. I just don't like the narcissism of what it's become, and the events, and the lack of people buying the actual comics. Because, like, I'm digging around in these dollar bins and nobody's around me. And I'm like, these are good books. And it's just like, and then I go outside and there's hundreds of Spider-Man. Just people dressed as Spider-Man and Deadpool taking dumb photos of each other the whole time for their Instagrams. And I'm just like, bro, you know that there are comics of this, like, for cheap inside. That's the whole point of this. And I get so irritated. I don't have a problem
with the guy you're dressed as.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with people with cosplay. I have a problem with people who go to cons to only cosplay.
Yeah.
Because there should be cosplay conventions where you just go and you stand around in a room and everybody
go
just
win
takes
award
photos. You just like take photos and get your fucking ego sucked. Like, just get it fucking licked and sucked. Everybody thinks you're so important with your stupid fucking Deadpool outfit. It's all so cute. So
that
cute.
Sounds super hot.
Super cute. Just talk.
Sounds like a furry convention.
Yeah, exactly. And then, meanwhile, people who actually appreciate what comic books are will be inside getting the actual books for $1. Like, I go to cons to get comics on sale because you can't get toys on sale or cheap at cons because they're usually marked up. So you go to cons to get comics on sale. If you're there for anything else, you're a fraud to me. Like, I'm sorry. You're a goddamn fraud because everything is marked up except for comics. Comics are on sale.
Super hot take.
It's super hot, but not really, because it's a comic convention.
Not. Exactly. If you're not there for comics, get the fuck out.
Yeah. If it's a fucking cosplay convention that was like talking shit on your cosplay convention, you're not. Then I would be way out of line. But a comic convention, you have all of these amazing vendors, these dudes, tons of dudes who have been in the industry selling books for 30 years. They got all kinds of great shit for super cheap. The toys and all the other junk is marked fucking up. You don't buy toys at cons. You get toys on eBay because it's cheaper. So if you go to a con to buy toys, you're getting ripped off. You buy a Marvel Legend at a con, it's $25 to $30 instead of $20. You are dumb. So it's like,
if you're gonna spend that amount of money on it, just fucking get on a share site or fucking fan site of Marvel Legends and pay that shit.
yes. And also,
plus
like,
shipping. Who gives a fuck?
It's a comic convention. Just buy some goddamn comics, because if you don't buy comics, these artists and the writers and the publishers don't make money, even if it's secondhand. You gotta get this shit out. So you're like, oh, I love these characters, because you watch Marvel movies. That doesn't help the comic industry. What you're doing is you're helping the movie industry. And it does help Marvel, obviously, to stay afloat. But right now, X-Men, the X-Men series, House of X and Powers of X, is outselling and selling out first and second prints every single shop in the country. And that's because people are actually buying X-Men comics again. And that's crazy. It's because Marvel is going to eventually do X-Men movies, which bums me out. But also, they've given all of the good creators and artists back to X-Men, because they had that whole thing where it was like, oh, we're going to try to make Inhumans popular, which obviously didn't work. So now they're giving all the good shit to X-Men, and now you can't get a copy of House of X #1. You can't get a copy of Powers of X #1. And no one expected it, and except for me, because X-Men is the shit. And then you should be buying these comics. Stop watching the goddamn movies and go to a goddamn comic book store and be like, what should I have? I'm this many years old. If you're under 30, you should be buying the Grant Morrison run of New X-Men and Astonishing X-Men from Joss Whedon. Go get those trades right now. I don't care who you are. Go fucking get them. You will be so happy that you did, because they're better than any fucking movie you've seen. 1,000,000 times better. And I know I'm ranting right now. I'm in full comic book nerd rant. But god damn it, man. I love the MCU movies. I love whatever Marvel's done. But the comics are still better. They're better. The end.
Yeah, I just kind of.
I'm done.
Sat here. Let you go.
Sorry.
That's not shit I've never heard before. Like that. Just letting you go. At this point, you're talking.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for going full rant there, but like sometimes that happen. Like, I appreciate everybody going out to watch Avengers Endgame and then downloading it, whatever, and making it the biggest movie of all time. That makes me happy, because it gives Marvel money, which gives X-Men money in a downturn way. But you should be at a comic book store asking the fat balding fuck behind the counter, hey, I like this Wolverine guy. What should I read? And he will tell you what trades to pick up. And he will tell you not to pick up fucking actual individual comics. because there's no reason
Yeah.
for you to start collecting for monetary value if you're just interested in the story. Go get some trades. Figure it out. What you like, what you don't like. But buy from a goddamn comic book store.
If you go to a comic book store and it's worth its fucking salt, it already has that shit laid out. Everything's in a row.
Yes.
It should all be there, numbered out for you.
Yes, exactly.
Start at the beginning, obviously, but fucking...
And the comic book guy will be fucking rude to you. And he will ignore your questions because you are a dipshit.
Unless you go to Rups in Fremont.
Rups in Fremont is top 20, probably one of the best comic shops in the country. I've talked to people who know about Rups who have never even been to Ohio.
That's awesome. I love that shop, dude.
It's
a good
to
dude.
have a place like that and a location like that is wild because it's huge and they have so much stuff.
A lot of stuff. I'll have to do a walkthrough or something for the.
Yeah, get
I can do like a quick walkthrough.
Get fucking Chris on there and be like, hey,
that would be fun. I bet he would do it.
Yeah, be like, hey, Justin. He wants he's doing this thing because I used to see him at WonderCon and LBCCon all the time, and he would remember me because I bought comics there. High school and before I left Ohio, he remembered me. He always remembered me because I think he had a little crush on me. Not to out him or anything, but I think he was into me. He has a wife and child. Shout out to him and his wife and child. Sponsored by Stella Artois.
Oh man, why would you even? It's so fucking weird, dude.
I'm just being honest with you. I think he.
None of that shit matters or makes sense to what we're talking about.
Sense. I'm a handsome person who buys comics at his shop.
Right.
And he was into it. But what doesn't make sense about that?
Did you want? It seems like you wanted to be pedophiled.
Oh no, he never. Let me be clear. He never put any advances on me in high school. But he definitely seemed.
I never even got that vibe from that dude ever. That's all you. Now who's a narcissist? Fucking weirdo.
I mean, I was very beautiful and hairless in my younger years.
You were very ladylike as a child.
All this beautiful Keanu beard was not there when I was 16.
Keanu beard? You coining that? You gonna? That's trademark.
It's a Keanu beard because it's not a real beard.
That's a Nerdicide trademark right there.
The Keanu beard
We own that.
a real beard. I have to pee really bad, so you have to hold down the fort.
Jesus Christ.
That's
fine. I already did it to you, so.
I don't have anything tall enough, so just fall down.
That was fantastic.
I'll leave our sponsor up.
Probably a good idea. Oh my god. This has definitely been a weird episode. If you're still with us, I appreciate it. We'll get to Brightburn in a minute, I promise. I do have some notes on that. I'm excited to talk about it. But yeah. Anybody watching Mindhunter yet? The new season? Mind you, I'm only like one episode deep into the second season, but I'm excited that it's back on. I'm playing with a Donatello figure that I just found. No, I'm excited for this season of Mindhunter. Listen to quite a few podcasts, true crime shit, but I don't know. I like the way the show handles it. There's definitely no glorifying any of it, which is awesome. But kind of getting burnt out on all of it a little bit. Like, I didn't watch the Ted Bundy bullshit that they put out. That's kind of where I draw the line for myself, is like the Ted Bundy stuff. That dude fucking grosses me out, and he legit scares me. Like, I don't like seeing pictures of him.
Oh, God, I'm back.
Yeah. You ready to talk about Brightburn now?
Yeah, let's talk about Brightburn real quick. Let's get through that bitch.
Real quick.
Messiah Complex. Messiah Complex is good, but at this point, you should just read Grant Morrison's new X-Men run, Astonishing X-Men, the Whedon run. You should have some familiarity with the early 90s Jim Lee shit. And then you should just pick up what's going on now. Everything else is fucked. Bullshit. Anyways, let's talk about Brightburn.
Brightburn.
Shout out.
I was talking about Mindhunter.
Moon Jagora. Am I saying that right? Probably not. But huge fan of your Etsy page or your designs and stuff. Thank you for following us on all accounts and hanging out. We appreciate anybody who really gives us a lot of feedback and who hangs out with us. That's like super huge.
We were just talking about the second season of Mindhunter. I just started it.
The first episode last night. That's all I got.
Yeah, I haven't made it past the first episode either, but all
right, let's get through Brightburn.
I was talking about.
I need to get through that, and I need to get through my final thoughts on Netflix. So let's get through it. Chat.
What's your problem?
Let's get.
We gotta burn through this so you can go watch fucking Mindhunter. Is that what you telling me?
No. I'm saying I gotta get through because I want to talk about Netflix. Marvel stuff. So let's get through this.
Yeah. Okay, so Brightburn, like we topped the show off with it earlier. Like we started talking about it. It's basically the anti-Superman story. It's literally what would happen if Superman came to Earth in the same fashion, to the same kind of parents, but he was a giant piece of shit.
Well,
and they never make it
really, not really that, but like I felt like what they did with that.
He develops into a piece of shit.
He was kind of controlled. he was getting signals,
Right.
like
I
pumped into
get it,
him,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like a takeover, you're
Take the
you're a
world, take the
god.
world, take the world, yeah.
Superman never
But at
had
the
that.
same time, he just wasn't like him coming into it. Like that was enough to turn it over to that mindset. Like
But the
to
Superman,
be told you
obviously,
that
it's Superman.
it's Superman, but he's a bad Superman.
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad boy. He never becomes a man. We'll say that.
Yeah, he's a dipshit twerp with a really big head. He's got a obnoxiously large head for a child. We'll say
it's
that
very
about that.
weird. It's
That
very
actor.
strange face he has.
So this was
So yes,
produced by James Gunn, but it was written by his brother?
it was Brian and Mark. Brian and Mark.
So his
Two of
brothers.
his brothers. Yes.
How many brothers does he have?
Quite a few.
Jesus
I don't know.
He's Catholic. He's like Stephen Colbert. I don't feel
Yeah.
bad. I don't feel bad.
So
for
it is
their
Brian,
brothers.
Mark, Sean, and James.
11.
I don't even know if he has sisters or not. Who cares?
Who cares? Read these comments.
Wendigor's asking if it's violent or if it's actually scary.
It's not scary. It is.
It is
Very
not
violent,
scary.
and actually, the gore is surprising. The moment that there's two gory scenes that are both very surprising.
Standouts for sure. Yeah.
There's surprising moments where you go, "Oh fuck!"
Oh yeah. If you
I
haven't
wasn't
seen it
expecting
yet,
to see that.
if you haven't seen it yet, definitely we are gonna spoil the shit out of it.
We go.
But spoil that shit. Fuck yeah. So some of the CGI gets really bad in it.
Yes,
I'll give
the
it that.
budget is their problem.
But it definitely seems like they did that. Or it always, like, the CGI gets bad, like, right before, like, solid fucking gore. Like, that shit's, like, spot on. Like, they did a good job with that shit, the gore stuff. But, like, the CGI is, like, really spotty. Hit and miss bad. The flying around stuff in it, there's a lot of the flying that I was just like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking cartoon flying around. It was
they're
horrible.
Like I said again, their problem is their budget.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
I mean,
their problem overall is the fact that the most interesting part of the movie is the post-credits part where they start showing him.
oh yeah, just tearing through shit. And then you got Michael Rooker playing a fucking Alex Jones type.
After he's hanging around doing more godlike shit, that's the movie you want to watch. And the reason why you don't watch that is because you basically watched a slasher flick. As my phone falls down, you watched a low budget slasher flick about a superhero, because they basically were like, okay, well, we're gonna do this, but it's gotta be super low budget, so it's gonna be like he's gonna take his time to kill people. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that, and he's never gonna ascend to what he's supposed to be in this movie, because that would be a budget problem. You're pushing
Right.
a fucking movie that could go from 20 million to 100 million if you're really trying to go that route. You're not going to have him battling fucking the U.S. Army and tanks and jets because...
No, I'm glad they didn't go that route, though, either, because it really keeps the tone of it small, which I like. I like the idea that it all takes place in that fucking town. To do about it, it really puts it in like the early phases of what he's going to become. Like,
right.
I don't know. It makes more sense that way to me than saying, "Hey, here's a shitty kid with superpowers that's gonna fuck shit up. We gotta stop him." This is more or less, really, it is. It's just a slasher movie where they figure out who the killer is, and they kind of want to. It's that we got to stop him idea, but it's, oh fuck, he's got superpowers, and there's like four of us who know right now, like that shit. I like the idea of that.
I remember because like I didn't see the movie until I saw it last weekend. I watched it last weekend.
Yeah, I watched it.
And
was it last weekend?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did watch it last weekend. Because I watched that and then I started The Boys the next day. So yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
My thing is like I always remember when I see headlines of stuff, I always remember the headlines before I see something that might not have finished. So it was always like I remember seeing things like I remember people talking about, oh, I can't believe they did that at the end. I can't believe that they actually had the guts to come through with this moment. And I'm guessing they're talking about spoilers. Him
surviving
his mother from the sky and dropping her to her death. Even if I hadn't seen those kinds of headlines, that's what I was expecting. I was never expecting her to have a big moment where she can talk some out of it, because it's not that kind of movie. You already know what kind of movie you're going into. It's a horror movie about a Superboy. So you're never.
It was literally what I thought. What I thought it was going to be was like what they set it up to be. The kill be killed fucking moment. Either she kills him, or she fucking dies. And
I knew
the latter.
I knew from watching it that they were all going to die, and it was going to be an open-ended movie. It just has that vibe from the get-go. It just has that total vibe of like, oh, you're not going to get a final answer of this kid. And they set it up as a fucking potential later on sequel, which we may never see because I don't know how much money that movie actually made. But
I don't know how much movie that money made either.
Yeah, shut up.
Actually, we do know how much. We do know how much movie that money made because we watched that movie.
Bitch, I will kill you.
That's a funny joke, asshole.
That's why you're frozen.
So we got Elizabeth Banks as the mom. Did you like her or not as the mom?
I only like her in the Spider-Man movies and Wet Hot American Summer.
I definitely like her in Wet Hot American Summer too. And David Denton. David
watching
Denman is
Spider-Man
the
1
dad.
today.
Gross. Don't do that.
It's amazing, dude. It's fucking
I hate
amazing.
that
It's weird.
fucking movie.
It's like
The more I
like-
watch it, the more I fucking hate it.
yeah, but 2 is so good.
Dude, the whole fucking train shit bothers the fuck out of me. I hate that fucking shit.
You're weird.
We need to stay on track here. So David Denman as the dad. What was his name on The Office? I can't remember.
I don't know, Pam's fat boyfriend.
Yes. Dude from the warehouse.
Fat boyfriend is how you
Call him that. I
Hashtag.
liked him as the dad, but I also did not like him as the dad. I liked him as a dad because he looks like a dad, but I didn't like him as a dad because he's not a good actor.
He looked like a character who was going to die. His behavior and the fact that he was not the main star to me just was like, when is he going to die? Is he going to die now? Is he going to die later? When is he going to die? That's all I was waiting for.
That to me says that they gave him the script and he read all the way through it and was like, oh, I die so I don't have to do anything.
Well, he's not a great actor, so it's like, what were they expecting?
Like if they had given him like portions of the script and then it was like, oh, by the way, you're dead. I think we would have got a better dad out of him. But
what do you want, Tim Oliphant? You want Dennis Quaid? What do you want?
I saw it for Oliphant.
I'll give you any dad you want. If to name
Give
one
me
actor
Oliphant.
right now, I give you the dad.
That's too hard. That's too hard.
Right now.
That's too hard.
No,
Fine. I said Oliphant. Give me Oliphant.
Nope, that doesn't count because I said
You fucking dick.
it. Pick an actor. Who's
Pick
the
an
dad?
actor. Shit. John C. Reilly.
Whoa. That's like a grandpa character.
Oh, I was shocked.
Where is my volume? There it is. How did we get cut off again? I gotta wrap this up. I have a puppy to play with. Bum, bam, bam. Bam.
Did you play that shit? They're never gonna fucking let us post it.
Hey!
They're not gonna let us post that shit. You can play that fucking music, man.
Hey, I play whatever I want. Fuck Maynard.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Fucking bald douchebag.
He's a weirdo.
He's
Anywho,
Anywho.
we probably should have gave a shout out to the winner of our giveaway.
Yeah, Chud City, at Chud City, yeah, he won it. It's, I will be honest, it's not in the mail. But it's not that it's not going to go in the mail. It's just I've had a weird week that involved a puppy and a million other things.
Fucking lies from Tiny Eye.
Lies. A great Guns N' Roses EP.
That's not what I even said.
That's what
So
you said. You were like, I love Guns N' Roses. My favorite EP is Lies. That's what you said.
yep,
That's what
it's
you
right
said.
here on the internet.
Internet, it's a proven live stream fact, but it will go out regardless. I feel like if you're getting something for free, you shouldn't complain about how long it takes to get there. It will go. I've just
That's a great drunk hot take right there.
I've got a zillion other fucking things to do. All right, you know, we're busy.
And you threw a dog on top of it.
Hey gosh, I have a fucking goddamn puppy. He's adorable. He's waiting for me in the other room. He's a real animal. You saw him earlier.
Yep. It's a cute dog, dude.
He's super dap. Look at this excellent thing. It's the ultimate sticker collection.
Oh shit.
Oh, I came with this. With our window decorations, statically.
Nice.
These are from the fucking.
Is that the same Cyclops that's on the eraser?
1994. No, different. 1994, bro.
Oh, that's Jim Lee art, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, some of it. 1994.
Some of it is.
It's that era.
That beast is sure.
I don't know how to get this thing out. Let me just tell you, my Cyclops collection is better than whoever thinks they have a Cyclops collection. That's all you need to know. I will stun on you with some eraser from 1993, and you will be like, "Oh my god, why do I even bother?"
Oh god!
Oh god! Oh, you're like, "Oh, you know what's cool? This Toy Biz figure from '91," and you know, yeah, I'm like, you know what's cool? This eraser. Everybody has that goddamn toy. You dumb fuck. Get up! I'm aggressively opening this.
I see that.
I don't even know what this is.
Stickers.
Stickers! It won't come
That's
out.
a lot of packaging for fucking stickers, dude.
It won't come out. Alright, I got this little box out.
Oh, that's cool.
Jesus Christ. I'd be delicate with this one.
Please do. It's the part that matters.
Ooh, it's got some stickers in it. Who's ready to see some stickers from 1994? Oh, no.
Mid Brightburn talk.
There's no Cyclops sticker. There's a Rogue, a Gambit, a Wolverine, a Beast, and a Storm, and then the whole group.
Jesus.
That's an Adam Kubert. 1994. Nice. It's a classic. I'm going to shove it back in this weird box.
There was all that packaging for fucking...
No, there's a sticker book. Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, there's all this.
Okay. That makes more sense.
These things where you can... They're like mix and matchy, where you would like take them they're out of order, and then you would put them in order inside the book.
Is that Colossus?
Colossus, the Storm, a Rogue, a Gambit, very 90s, and a Wolverine, of course. So no Colossus. But yeah, so you would do that, and you would take it, and you would put it in this dumbass book thing.
Fancy.
Oh, there's all kinds of shit. What is this? There's more stickers. Just stuff with Jubilee.
Oh no, Cyclops.
Cyclops is on this side.
Ah, there you go.
And Apocalypse.
I like that Iceman sticker.
Dude, these are dope. You know what's dope about this? It's like they used to care, you know? We're on the verge of X-Men mattering a lot again, but it's still very far away. So it's like, This shit is about to blow. Anything from like before 1995 is my shit, bro. Oh
It was a
god,
good year for X-Men, for sure.
I'm making a mess.
It was a good era for X-Men, I should say. The 90s was fucking top-notch
All I want
X-Men
to
stuff.
say is that if you have a Cyclops collection on Instagram and you don't have these window clings, don't even talk to me. You ain't shit. Oh, you have the fucking...
You ain't shit.
You have the fucking projector figure? I'm so impressed. Just kidding, I'm not, because it's garbage and everyone has it.
Boom.
Boom! Anyways, Adam is on, and we pretty much went through Brightburn. Adam.
No, we didn't.
Hit us with some Brightburn hot takes if you have any.
Hang on a second. I gotta go grab my notes. I had more stuff about Brightburn.
Grab your notes. Okay, here's my overall consensus of Brightburn.
Ow, fucking bullshit. I just kicked some shit and it hurt.
It was good, but it needed about 20 more minutes of like talented filmmaking. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it felt like if it was in the hands of someone who was a little better at storytelling, it would have been less paint by numbers. But I also understand that it's supposed to be paint by numbers superhero origin and a paint by numbers slasher film. And it's those two things combined. But I also think that if you would have had somebody, a higher caliber director, a writer director, who would have taken it just a little bit, because like there was parts where I felt like there was scenes missing almost, or I felt like there were opportunities missed and things where it was just like, why didn't you show this, or why didn't you have like a couple more, like one more scene of him figuring this out or becoming this? It was just like, it was almost on fast forward. It was a very short movie compared to most superhero comic movies. Yeah. But it felt like it was on fast forward. But also, I get it because we're all so trained. You know what I mean? We're trained to understand what's happening, so we don't really have to see all of it. But I feel like if you would have given a script like that to a Christopher Nolan, they could have made that movie like a Dark Knight caliber kind of film where they were like, yeah, we all know who Batman is and why Batman does what Batman does, but watch this, bro. Watch this for an hour and a half where he's just like, he can figure out like a fucking wave that you aren't really on. And I feel like that movie was missing a real artistic touch or a real auteur, like a person who was like,
well, what else has that dude done?
I have no idea. I didn't look it up. I just know that it felt like...
Like, I looked up some of the stuff to take notes to, and I forgot to write that down. Because it's Yarveski? David Yarveski? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else he's done. I don't know why I wouldn't write that down. That's bad on my part. So there's a moment in there where he's in school and they're talking about like bees and shit.
Wasps, yeah.
And his aunt is his teacher, right?
Yeah.
And there's like the whole like hive mind thing that I thought was gonna be like a bigger part of it.
Right.
Like I thought there would be more or something to that effect. Which maybe they'll go into that with like one. But like you said, I don't know how much money this fucking movie made to spawn a sequel. But I honestly thought that would be something. There's a part in the movie where he goes to his aunt's house to like tell her like don't talk to the cops.
Yeah.
And that shit bothered the fuck out of me because she did not immediately like call or text his mom. Like, she said, I'm going to go to bed. Like, I'm just going to go to bed now. He just creeped the shit out of me, but I'm just going to go to bed. Like, he shouldn't be outside at this hour on a school night, unless it was a weekend. I don't know. They don't clarify a lot of that stuff. But that bothered me.
Yeah,
But
was one of the many things.
that and shit, I had something else here that I wanted to touch on. Other than the fact that he's a spooky, spooky space boy, which is a note that I took.
Big head.
Oh, the trailer scene. So the whole thing in the diner. God damn, son.
Because I'm charging.
the whole diner scene with the girl that he likes, mom.
Right. Rapey mom shit.
Like that whole fucking scene that they made a trailer out of that.
Uh-huh.
So like I watched that and like when it got to that part in the movie, it was like I definitely like skipped out. Like my brain went somewhere else. I was like, I fucking seen this already. Like I thought that was a bad way to sell that movie, was to do like a whole fucking scare scene and everything. Like I don't know, that shit took me right out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
But
to me, it felt like the whole movie was that. I felt like the
another
movie was like, I felt like
another
the movie was
hot
a
note that I
trailer.
wrote down are chickens are for the birds.
I honestly feel like that movie is a trailer for a movie that we've already seen. Because what really happens other than him dusting the mom that you haven't seen a million times over and over and over?
Right.
Even if they think they're so brilliant doing, and this goes back to The Boys as well. You think that you are doing some brilliant thing where it's like, oh, what if Superman was evil? And I'm like, motherfucker, I've read comics for like 20 years. I already know what this is. I already get it. I already know what it will be, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to say. And I get it now that it's in film movie mode. And there may not be a lot of these movies, but at the same time, as a person who is a absorber of this kind of shit, I'm not shocked by any of it, and none of it goes,
Right.
oh fuck.
Right.
I was never like, oh fuck. Look at this. I can't believe he killed his mother. Oh my god.
Oh god damn
I've
it.
read comic books. I've read all of this shit a million times. I'm not impressed. You have to do really, 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 really wild shit. And we're talking in the third or fourth season of a show that I'm already invested in. Then you have to take a leap. You have to go wild. You have to go Red Wedding on me. You can't just be like,
Right.
an hour and 20-minute long movie go, oh yeah, he dropped his mom. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was expecting him to do, because he never showed.
He's a piece of
sign-
shit. You've built this
never
entire
showed-
movie around this kid being a piece of shit. He's gonna do shitty fucking
lacks-
things.
He's a sociopath who lacks empathy at every corner. I was never expecting a big moment where the mom saves him or talks him out of it. It
Right.
was not a surprise. None of it was a surprise. It was all calculated and felt exactly how it should have gone.
And honestly, if she had killed him, I still would have felt the same way. Like, yeah, that's probably what should have happened. A mom has to fucking sacrifice the one thing she wanted for forever and a fucking day that she couldn't do. And then she's got to go back to her fucking life where she's husbandless and fucking she doesn't have her fucking brother or whatever. Was it his brother? I don't even know that fucking connection either. Was it the dad's brother?
Yeah. No, it was a friend. He wasn't even a real brother. The dude he
I
killed.
thought it was his uncle.
That was
actually kind of cool. That actually grossed me out. I will give it that. When he was like holding it up, like holding it together, that grossed me out.
That's rough. That's rough to watch because you are an older person and you understand empathy and you're aware of your own mortality at this age. So you watch things like that and you go, I don't want that. That's fucking horrifying. You watch.
I'm also a 39-year-old crybaby who fucking.
Yeah, you watch it when you're 18. You go, I don't care.
Yeah.
When you're like 30 something,
I cry at movies a lot.
I don't want that. That's horrifying. But
right.
but I feel like
I don't know, man. Fucking. I guess overall for me, probably if we're doing a scale of 10 still. If we're doing
what scale of 10 episodes? Let's fucking rock it.
If we're doing blank out of 10 Seirdras. Thanks to our sponsor. Yeah, you got to show it. I don't have it.
I'm all out.
They're sending them all to you. Fuck, dude. Maybe a 5.
Ooh, that's a rough review. That's a 50. That's an F. That's a fail.
Honestly,
I would go. Like,
I was hyped on the gore though. I'm glad they went the distance on that. What's that?
I would go 60, 6 out of 10.
6?
Because it was entertaining enough for me to get through it, where I was never really bored. It was really short, so it never really drew out. Even though
you know what, on that note, I'll push it to a 6. We'll go 6s on this together. We'll give it a 6-pack.
Because if it was those filmmakers pressing it for 20 minutes, it might have been bad. But the way they made it so juvenile and simple at like such a short film, it was kind of short.
Yeah.
But if I would have had a better filmmaker in there, like if you would imagine like if James Gunn actually would have done the movie, it would have been so much better. If you had a high caliber actor or director, I mean.
I kind of felt like there was things in it that you could feel like Gunn pushed for.
I don't feel anything. I just feel like it was very paint by numbers. You have an idea, which is good, but the rest of it's paint.
But I mean, things like the POV shit of like when the glass was in her eye and she pulls it out and like the blood on the side.
That's
like,
just horny gore shit. To me, that's like horny gorehound shit. I'm not a.
No, I'm not saying like the pulling it out or whatever. But I'm saying like when it went to the POV of her seeing, and it was like the red side and the normal side, like you were actually looking through her eyes and you like looking through the blood, like.
But isn't that incorrect? Because I had a what the fuck was it called on my eyelid in elementary school? A polyp. I had a polyp that grew under my eyelid in elementary school. Every time I would rub my eyes, it would bleed blood. My eye would fill with blood. It would drench down my face blood. Happened a couple of times in the middle of class. Yeah. So I was like in the middle of elementary school, like 4th, 5th grade. Eye just bleeding.
And then you would raise your hand and your teacher would be like, yes, blood face, what do you need now?
But the thing about that was, it wasn't red. It's just blurry. When you're looking through the blood, it's blurry. So I immediately to Rosina.
I didn't need it to be fucking anatomically fucking correct.
Hey,
it was just neat.
I'm watching the movie over here, and I'm like, hey.
I'm sorry I didn't have a fucked up polypy fucking blood eye, dude.
It's just blurry.
Here we go. I didn't have a shitty blood eye when I was a kid, so I don't know. I don't know these things.
Now you do.
Great.
Now you know.
Now I hate it. Now it's back down to a fucking 5.
It's a blurry fucking eyeball, I'm telling you, because I had a red... I still remember the fucking moment, because I didn't know it was
your shitty
blood.
Childhood eye does not make the fucking cinematic experience for me.
Listen. So I'm in elementary school, and...
Oh, I got you fucking heated, son.
So
I got you heated.
So I would just like, because you rub your eyes, it's a normal thing. So then it would start blurring, and then in Lakota West, I don't remember what grade it was in. It was 3rd or 4th.
I'm just gonna believe that you were rubbing tears out of your eyes all the time. That you were just a sad child.
I was not. I was cool. I had a mullet. All right. I listened to Firehouse. All right. I was a cool
I didn't meet. I don't think people know this, but I didn't meet you until what? High school?
Yeah, high school probably. I mean,
or was it junior high? I would have been in high school.
You
would have been in
7th grade.
Yeah. So I think I met you through him when you were in junior high.
Probably.
Which you still had a mullet and you were still very ladylike.
I was slaying puss. Anyway.
You were just a blonde, hairless boy.
I was Thor.
You were 80s Thor.
I was. So in elementary school, this is a vivid fucking memory, was me rubbing my eye being blurry. And then I look over at my desk mate, because I don't remember what class it was, but we had like 2 persons per desk, right? In the elementary school. And it was Jeff.
Actually, it just sounds like something a poor school would have, like our
it was
schools.
Lakota West, yeah. So
Our schools were very poor.
It was Jeff Reynolds. If anybody knows him, shout out Jeff Reynolds.
Yesterday was his birthday. Shout out, Jeff.
I didn't say happy birthday on my Facebook. I'm a bad person. But I just remember looking at him.
Sorry.
He looked right at me and he goes, "Your eye's bleeding." And I had no idea because it was blurry. It was not red. So I was like this. I looked at my hand and I was like, "Oh my God." And then the teacher, I don't even remember what teacher, she looked at me and she was like, and she was like, it was just like blood all over my face. But I just remember Jeff being so calm. He's like, "Your eye's bleeding." He was like a child. He's like this Asian, half Vietnamese, half white child. He's just like, "Your eye's bleeding." He's like dead staring at me, not at all upset. And I'm just like, and I just remember like, and I had to go down to the office, and it turns out I had a polyp in my eyelid, which they had to flip my eyelid and cut off.
That's super gross, dude.
That's why I will tell you that movie is bullshit, because if you have blood in your eye,
because of that one
blurry.
thing.
It's blurry, not red.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry I brought up the one part of that movie that I thought was clever and stirred these memories of your polypy, shitty eyeball as a child.
You should go down to a 4 out of 10, to be honest.
You know what? I will. Just cause. No, I'm gonna say 5. I'll give it a 5.
I'm gonna say 6 because it's the simplest. It's so simple and it works. It's just.
Oh, you know what? I just read something in my notes that makes me want to drop it again.
Oh God.
The part where he fucking, like, the dad's confronting him about the.
Oh, I hated all of the scenes where they were like dancing around with the obvious.
Yeah, but the part where the kid's just like, "I didn't hurt him." It's like nobody even brought that shit up, and he like told on himself, and it's like, I hate that stuff.
Yeah, he was a little bitch. Also, where'd they get that ugly fucking kid with his giant head? He had a bigger head than all of the other cast combined. Combined.
Even when that dude's head was split in half, it was still bigger.
He was also shitty at planning. Like, why would he go there and like talk to the ants? I was like, you just didn't do that. You wouldn't have any issues right now.
The more I think about it, the less I like it.
It was very basic, and like I said, if there was anybody who was more capable, like a capable director, they would have come in and they would have fixed that shit. Like you can imagine, like, if someone put a gun to Christopher Nolan's head, how good that movie would be.
I'll give it this. On initial watch, as soon as it was over, I was like, "Hey, that was pretty fun. That was a fun movie." The more I sit with it, the more I think about it, and the more I talk about it, the less I like it. That's not a super flaw. I'm gonna keep it at a 5 out of 10. Cedras.
6. All right, we're gonna move this along. We're done talking about these dumbass things. I want to talk about I won't talk about the show itself because a lot of people haven't seen it, but I recently finished Jessica Jones season 3.
I haven't even started it, dude.
I'm very sad that this is kind of like a little thing I want to say. I'm sad that the Marvel Netflix thing is done. And we're going to Disney Plus, and all those shows sound really fun and really cool. And I'm excited to watch them. But I am legit sad that the Marvel Netflix thing is done because, for example, like Kristen Ritter and Charlie Cox, who played Daredevil, and a lot of the Daredevil cast, and Mike Coulter as Luke Cage. I am legit sad that these are not things that I'm not going to see anymore. Jessica Jones season 3 was a lot better than season 2. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
I really
I'm glad
like.
to hear that because I haven't heard anything about it at all.
I think people didn't watch it because at that point it was like people already knew the shit was done. They already got the
Yeah, they were
cancellation
shutting
notices.
everything the fuck down, so there wasn't any real necessity for me
And
to
I
get to
thought
it,
about
knowing that it's going to be there for a minute. But
I was gonna put together this is my definitive top list of all of the seasons, but I will just say that it basically for me goes Daredevil season 1, Luke Cage season 2, Daredevil season 3, Jessica Jones season 1, Jessica Jones season 3, everything else after that. Because
hell yeah,
Luke Cage season 2 is fantastic.
oh
Daredevil
yeah,
season 1 and 3 are fantastic. Obviously, Iron Fist is garbage. I actually never watched the second season of Iron Fist because this first season was so bad.
dude, I tried. I couldn't even make it through the first fucking episode.
I just have no interest. Oh, and then if I'm gonna follow it, I'm gonna say Defenders at the end of that because I did enjoy Defenders, even though
And I didn't watch that either.
Defenders to me felt like Daredevil season 2.5, which is basically what it is. It's
I
Daredevil.
should watch it then.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. It's Daredevil season 2.5, and it's a great leading up to season 3, which is a really good fucking season. Because Daredevil season 2 is fucking whack because they try to throw in Punisher and Elektra and all this stuff going on.
Yeah,
And I hate the Netflix Punisher shows.
I'll give them this too. Is when they went from season 2 of Daredevil into the Defenders, and then season 3 of Daredevil came out. There wasn't like a whole lot of shit that you needed to know from the Defenders. Like they did a good enough job where
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was like, oh fuck, I have to go watch that.
But
So I
Defenders
didn't have to go waste my time watching something that I wasn't super stoked on.
Defenders has really nice. They clean up a lot of the Iron Fist, Luke Cage stuff. Luke Cage season 2 does that too, where Iron Fist comes into Luke's season, and they do that nice little fucking fight scene, that episode together, which was really nice, and cleaned up a lot of that stuff. It just sucks because Mike Coulter is so great as Luke Cage. And
they honestly should have fucking bumped him up into a movie.
I wish
like they honestly should have fucking gave that dude either gave him his own goddamn movie or put him in something as just even a fucking cameo because that dude is solid.
That goes for Charlie Cox as Daredevil as well. I think those costumes are so good. Like obviously we don't need a Jessica Jones movie to be in the MCU, but I feel like Luke Cage is such a great Avengers character. It's weird to me that he's not in the Avengers.
Honestly, I'm super surprised. I'm super surprised that they went the route that they did to just do Daredevil as a Netflix show.
I think they're going to flip that. I think that's going to change. I wouldn't be
because I understand. Like I understand the initial fucking probably how the pitch went is like, look, we're Marvel and we want to do such and such amount of fucking shows with you, Netflix.
And they were also almost a decade ago. If you really think about it, the deals and the paperwork probably got signed when they.
But that's the thing too. It's like we're not gonna hand you like the C or D listers. We're gonna give you, kind of the B game stuff. So just so you guys know that we're serious, we're gonna give you fucking Daredevil. Like, let's do Daredevil together, and that's to me how it felt. Like that was the one thing that they came to the table with that really sold Netflix on actually doing the shows.
Well, I think it was always.
It's not a misstep, but I really felt like we could have got a really cool fucking Daredevil movie too.
No, I always think it was the appeal of we're gonna do these things, and then you get your own mini Avengers series with the Defenders.
Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably prefer the idea of having the Daredevil show as opposed to having a Daredevil movie, because there's not that fucking the Ben Affleck fucking Daredevil movie hit any kind of fucking high watermark at all. but it exists, and I don't know. There's so much to talk about in a Daredevil story. I mean,
I think
I think
I think
Netflix
all of
fucking
those.
handled it really well.
I think all of the characters they picked for individual shows were good choices from the Marvel catalog because they're not super householdy names, but they have a lot of depth and a lot of potential for, especially Daredevil and like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, who have their own thing. That's the thing. I watched Jessica Jones and I got sad because I'm never gonna see her and Luke Cage finally get together and be an actual couple. They're still on their journey as characters.
Plus, they did what I think they probably brought to the table as well was, oh, we could do Luke Cage, we could do Iron Fist, because at the end of it or in the middle of it or wherever we can do it, we can do the Defenders.
Yeah.
So it was like you said, it's that small scale Avengers fucking story that they could just cobble together because it existed.
Yeah.
But then,
they never got
like
to
I said,
do
we
the...
got that Punisher shit, and Jesus Christ, that shit is just fucking abysmal.
Yeah, they never even got to do just the straight on, and I feel like it was the mistake from the beginning. I like the Luke Cage, especially Luke Cage season 2. I think is really good. Season 1 was just okay. Season 2 is really good, but I feel like their mistake from the get-go was not just immediately doing Iron Fist and Luke Cage together as the fucking team. The heroes.
Dude, if they had started that shit right out of the gate,
went right for it. Heroes for hire, right from the get.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Because then they could have played the Wu-Tang songs. They could have had them fucking having the riffing scenes together. Luke Cage would have had the monetary support that he had, and it would have been more enjoyable versus the individuals. And you got to see increments of that.
Could you imagine all the kissing scenes they could have done?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to watch those two kissing. I like Jungle Fever. I would like to, because you had that one moment in season 2 of Luke Cage where you got a glimpse of that. There was a little bit of it in Defenders, but it would have been nice if it had been just like a full-on Heroes for Hire show. I think it would have done a lot better than either of the two shows on their own. What do I know? I'm just some dipshit and pale.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat you are. The fucking Heroes for Hire shit would have been amazing.
It would have been better. And they obviously Marvel will get all that shit back in like a year or so. I think they can't. Well, the contracts were like, you can't use this for like 2 years or whatever. Eventually, they're gonna get all that shit back, and I hope they put motherfucking Luke Cage in the goddamn MCU because he is dope and he is way better than Falcon and any other black male characters. They need to fill quotas for.
Dude, fucking Cage just seems integral to shit.
He's so dope.
He really seems integral to the fucking Avengers universe.
Yeah, especially New Avengers. I'm hoping when they get around to doing their New Avengers, because all of the big guys are dead or time displaced, I'm hoping Luke Cage finds his way in there with Spider-Man. I would like to see that New Avengers team. The only thing that'll be tricky is obviously Wolverine, but that New Avengers team is dope. With Ronan, well, they can't do Ronan now because they did it in that, but they could bring Hawkeye back. The New Avengers team. Joe Russo would like. Anyways, I don't know how we got off that, but before we go, I'm going to show off this guy. This is the Freddy versus Jason.
Nice.
NECA figure with the big coat. He's got the bloody mask.
That's awesome, dude.
A teddy bear.
The teddy bear.
I have not opened this guy yet. He's got the flaming machete as well.
I love it.
Super
I like
dope.
they did that. I like they made the flame separate, where you can actually put it on yourself.
Yeah, I really like that.
That was a smart move.
Because I'm saving it for like a rainy day when I'm feeling sad. Because like other than the Jason Lives, and I actually like the way Jason looked in 7 and 8, but I really like this Jason because he was so tall.
Mm-hmm.
He was so big. They're like, why? What if he was
big.
like 8 feet tall? Okay, why not? I hope they make a Freddy from this because I like the way Freddy looks in Freddy vs. Jason as well. I hope NECA gets around to making a companion piece with
They'll fucking get there, dude. There's no reason not to.
With the same fucking artwork with the Freddy on the side, so I can put them together.
Yeah.
That's what I
I mean,
want.
with the licensing and everything, there's no reason that they're not going to get there.
Well,
They're not
apparently
too far from
they're
it.
having licensing issues now. They can't for a reason they can't make 6 Jason, 7 Jason. They can't make any of those Jasons because there's some kind of rights shit all tangled up. So that's why
I'm not worried about those. I'm talking about the Freddy stuff.
I know, but you have every single incarnation of Jason except for the bony back Jason, where he's got the bones exposed through the back of the shirt. So
you're just talking 8 and 9. They already have fucking, or
well, no,
that would be
NECA,
7.
NECA
Yeah,
made cult
you're right.
classics and
That's
stuff
7.
for a long time ago, but they haven't made any new versions for cheap. They stopped at 6. They don't have anything past 6 because the rights are fucked up. So they don't have the fucking. Yeah,
that whole fucking that's a giant debacle.
They don't have those figures, which bums me out because I don't like. What is it? 7 is the telekinetic. Which one is that?
Yes.
New Blood? What is that one called?
New Blood.
New Blood. I hate that movie, but I like the way Jason looks. He's got the fucking bony back. He's all wet. You can only get that figure from the Cult Classic line, which it costs like $80 because it came out 10 years ago.
Dude, I just watched fucking 8 the other day. And that motherfucker is the wettest.
He's so
wettest
wet. He's wet
I've ever seen him.
He's drenched all the time.
Just a fucking, he's a fucking wet mess.
He's
even when he gets fried on the 3rd rail of the fucking subway, he remains wet.
He's soggy. He's like a bowl of cereal. He's always dripping.
8 is hilarious. It's so bad, though. Fucking 8 is so bad. I was
trying to bend this guy's leg and it's not bending. There it goes. Never mind.
Oh, that sounded awful.
You heard it?
Yes.
It went. Eventually it went. Anyways, God. Let's wrap this up because I gotta go play with a puppy and I have to pee. What did we miss? We got through all of our shit.
Yeah, we actually got through what we planned on. I'm proud of us. And we added shit.
Does this sound...
Well, thanks for joining us, Moon Dragora. I appreciate you hanging out with us.
I appreciate it too. I am Cyclops. Can anyone... I appreciate everyone tuning in.
You are drunk Clops right now, buddy.
Oh my God, I wish. I get the chin up here.
That's beautiful.
It's my new hair. Good night,
I think this is the first episode that you're probably drunker than I am.
Bitch, I had 3 ciders.
You going off on your tangents tells me that you're... It's shit like that. The shit you're doing right now tells me that you're fucked up. I'm proud of you.
I'm fine. But this was a good episode. I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about, and then more. Expect anybody who's watching this, expect some one-off interviews I have planned for the future. We're trying to do more one-off, just hour-long interviews. We're going to try to do with people when we can get them versus Saturday nights, which are very difficult for most people to hang out and do things. So yeah. I've got some planned interviews coming up with some pin makers and some other YouTube kind of people. So stay tuned for that. This is my chin.
I will contact Chris and see if I can do a Rups interview. I think that'd be pretty fucking awesome. At some point in time, we're gonna do, what was it, our top 5 favorite X-Men or Marvel characters.
We should just go through all of the draft podcasts and eradicate their bad lists. I feel like
I did both. I did both heroes and villains. I did my top 5 of both. So look for that in the near future. Probably the next episode we could do that. We'll throw it out there now. That'll be next episode. But yeah, listen to our buddies at the Draft Podcast. They're fucking awesome. I love listening to
Wes was on this week. I'm sure he was rambling on.
I actually hung out with Wes today. We went to the Pride Parade in Toledo.
I know. I saw it on Instagram Live, and I saw it on Cash's Instagram Live.
Yeah, Cash was the only one that did anything live that day. I think Lynn did too, but Cash.
I messaged him and I told him to tell his dad, like, call your dad Zaddy, and he did. Yeah, and he knew it was me.
Yeah, because you were doing it on the Psych 101.
Yeah, he's a zaddy for sure. I don't have any kids, so I can't be a zaddy. But
zaddy.
Other than that, anybody's watching this, if you haven't already followed my Cyclops page, Psych 101, CYK, I don't even know how to spell it. You'll find it if you are really trying. Psych 101. If you like Cyclops, if you don't like Cyclops, you are a piece of shit anyways, so don't follow it. And go to hell. I'm going to go play with my puppy now. He's brand new. Got him today. Courtney,
give him hugs and kisses from me. Give your puppy all my love.
Always.
All right, buddy. I love you.
It's been really real. Thanks for everybody who gave a comment or two. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Peace.
Beep, bop, boop, beep, bop, beep, boop. Goodbye.